Dude, all right, it's fine. Hi. Oh my God, you're so retarded. I can't stand it.
Baton Rouge, singing Baton Rouge. You know this one.
Okay, we are going to talk today about the first half of this book, The Fiery Cross, the 5th in the Outlander series. Yes. Oh my God.
I answer questions.
All right. So I finished this book. Carol has not finished. She's about halfway through. She's at the wedding.
Kindle. Love the Kindle.
She's at the wedding. She's not through the wedding yet because the wedding is like a lot of pages.
Oh
but
my God, it's so
Jamie
good.
just pulled his first boneheaded move, which was, oh, Jamie, that mean Philip Wiley tried to, feel me up.
All right, I have a
What,
question. On
Sassenach?
All right, wait.
How do you make hole?
I have a question on that. Do you really think that, is this a case of Claire acted normally for the 20th century with Wiley and he took it as
Claire was
flirtation?
just being, yes, but Claire was being how you would, if you were chatting, with a neighbor, a guy neighbor, you'd
Right.
be chat. Sure, I'll come see your horses, whatever. It's no biggie deal. But I guess with Jamie, and I think Jamie saw, I will say that the little beauty marky thing, probably didn't
That was
cast
awesome.
Claire in a great light.
That was when he stopped in the middle of whatever he was saying, I went, what have you been doing, Sassenach? And I said, oh, Jesus God, she's probably got powder on her face or something.
She did!
No, she had the mark, fake
the beauty mark
on her face.
I know.
He picked it off. I knew what
But
it was.
still, it was duh, Jamie. This was the first boneheaded move of Jamie that really pissed me off since Voyager. Since oh, I'm not married, but I really am.
See, I disagree.
No, because
hello,
what?
Do I get to talk?
No, I didn't talk at all.
This is like Cisco.
No. Jamie, would she really cheat on him? Would she really? But you know what? This discussion isn't supposed to be all about that.
I know, but I have something to say.
All right, what?
I never felt he was you cheated on me. I just felt explain yourself. He looked across, saw her walking in, which in his day, he does not understand that in her day, there's nothing wrong with walking into a stable with some guy who is an acquaintance whom you've met 3-4 times. He does not understand that to her, it's no big deal. To him, as far as he knows, in her time, it's just as bad to walk into an area with some guy with no one else. So to him, it's a big, huge deal that she did that, number one. This is why I'm saying, you're talking about 2 different time periods. And she's seeing it from her end of the spectrum, and he's seeing it from his, number one. Number 2, she was all flustered when she came out. Number 3, she's got his beauty mark on her face.
I'll give you that.
I don't think Jamie
looked
thought.
at it.
I don't think that Jamie thought that she went in there and did the nasty. But
No.
he was what's going on?
No. I think though, here's the thing, because I agree, it was more than just her going into the stable. It was obviously something happened between the 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
But Jamie, instead of being did he try something on you? I'm going to kill him. Sassenach was Jamie was how dare you? What have you been doing? How dare you? Whatever.
Right.
And rather than completely at the get-go coming to her defense and protecting her honor or whatever, he blamed it on her. Blaming the victim. And that pissed me off.
That's because he wanted to know what the hell she was doing with Wiley in that stable.
Yeah, but
don't forget, he had a lot on his plate. He just found Betty lying there drunk.
Oh,
I don't know what's happening. If I have to make a prediction, Ulysses is trying to kill Duncan. That's my own, because he doesn't want Duncan rising to power and shoving him out of the way. That would be my number 1 guess. But he had that going on. He had just found her, so he's oh my gosh. Then he's got everything going on. My God, he just found out that the regulators have what did he say, 1,000 men camped out?
He should have more
He knows that he
Claire.
is, he knows that he's effed. Okay? He's got these 2 things weighing heavy on his mind, and then he looks up and sees his wife taken off in the
Yes,
stable.
and you're absolutely right. He should be pissed, but he
So
should have more
I think he had misplaced anger. I think he took his anger. Is that still taping us since it just went off? I think he
This
has...
is so going to be 2 videos, by the way.
I think he has misplaced anger where he took out his anger about everything going on Claire. And I think that Claire's sort of like, you know,
didn't make me any less mad at him. That was the first time that I wanted
shocked.
to take the book and, you know, Jamie Fraser.
I am shocked because Tracy usually defends everything that Jamie Fraser does. He can never do anything wrong. Whereas I'm like, oh, hello, give me a break. He did this, he did this.
All right. So anyway, but we digress because we were really going to sort of talk about, like, in general, our impressions of the first half of the book. Again, I've read the whole thing, but okay.
Isn't she wonderful? Where am I supposed to be looking? I'm not looking in the camera.
You don't need to. Well, the camera's up there, but
The green line?
Yeah.
More Baton Rouge, Cindy
Yeah.
Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, and I took some little bit of notes here so that we would sort of have something to say. Okay. So,
do we need a commercial break? If it's going to be 2 videos, do we need to stop at some point?
No, I don't know. But this
Can
is
you tell we don't usually
It's
do
already
this?
going to be. I can only put 10 minutes on YouTube, and it's already 6:05. So this is going to be 2 videos. Okay.
Get going.
Okay.
Jamie
here's
Fraser.
The first. This book, Fiery Cross, has sort of a different feel from the other books in that it doesn't feel like there's a plot through line from start to finish. In other words, and, you know, if you haven't read these, well, you really shouldn't be watching these videos, but whatever.
Ooh, we should have given a spoiler alert.
Yeah, this whole thing is big, fat, effing spoiler, so, you know, go there. Like Dragonfly, the through line was really stopping the Kylan uprising, trying to stop that. This book is more like, okay, they've sort of developed the plot point, established that they're in North Carolina, on Fraser's Ridge, whatever, and it's more of like a life with the Frasers. So there's like The Gathering, which, oh my God, like
Lord,
I said, that is like 24 as an Outlander book.
And we just
the following chapter takes place between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m.
We have to throw out a shout out to Jen L. God bless her, who is still at The Gathering. She says, Carol, I can't get away from The Gathering. All right, keep going. Okay.
You know, then The Gathering, and then we've got, like, getting the militia together and going and going off to wherever they went to do that with the Beardsleys. That's another little slice of life.
The Beardsleys was so good.
Then the wedding. That's a slice of life. And, like, one event, there are some things that come back and affect other events, but for the most part, in a lot of ways, they're very separate things. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
So it's a bit of a different feel. It's a bit of a different feel from previous books, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I happen to enjoy this book a lot. I think I almost enjoyed it better than Drums in Autumn. If you're a fan of small moments of Jamie and Claire, or I thought another thing I want to say, it's a ton of small moments of Jamie and Claire.
Right. I kind of like some big moments of Jamie.
There's a lot more big moments too.
Well, I just got finished at the wedding in the Grove.
I have a word for herself, so you have to turn away for a second. I just have one word.
Okay.
Okay, done. Okay. Now I forget what I was going to say. All right, so the other general note with this book, and you saw it done once in the last book. Normally, when we have Claire in a scene, the scene is discussed from Claire's point of view. So it's first person Claire. I think there was a scene with Claire and Roger in the last book that was from Roger's point of view. First time that's ever happened in 4 books. Mm-hmm. In this book, it happens more often, but it happens with Jamie and Claire scenes. Jamie and Claire scenes told from Jamie's point of view.
And we know what a horn dog is.
Basically, yeah.
I know how intellectual I sound.
All those scenes are like this. Claire, so I can't do the accent very well, but
when her curl is hanging down her neck,
she's so hot. I want to. But no, seriously,
Claire and her huge boobs.
Seriously, they're very okay. We are going to have to take a break. Okay, we're not really taking a break, but this is where we're going to cut the first video, so you'll see more in the next. Bye. Bye. Bye.